You must have heard of Sintra, a magical place like no other.
Perhaps there's only a few places like Sintra on the face of the earth.
This unique Portuguese town has majesty written all over the place. A long history carved in stones and marble, were colourful palaces, monasteries and mysterious castles built on dramatic landscapes. A place both exotic and romantic, ancient and enigmatic. A place that have drawn kings and queens, romantic artists and poets. A place that Lord Byron lovingly called Elysium's Gate. Regarded by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site and a cultural landscape, it comes to no surprise. It only takes a first look and you'll know why. I've been in Sintra far too many times before, and this place never fails to astound me in so many ways. This place is usually heaving with visitors, but now, with a few people around, Sintra is restored into its calm and peaceful atmosphere. Now in this age, you can explore the town, its gardens, and its vast landscape in your own pace, and with only a few other discoveries.
How is it even possible that a place like Sintra exists? And it's so convenient, it's only a 30-minute ride from Lisbon.
If anything, this is the time to rediscover the town as it was intended to be, a natural retreat. But before I take you any further, let me show you where I stayed on my trip in Sintra. Just a stone's throw away from the main town is the Sintra Marmoris Palace. This palatial retreat, a hidden treasure tucked around the corner of Sintra town. I urge you to discover this place of wonder, and instantly the people there makes you feel welcomed right away and comfortable in this house of utter magnificence. What used to be a 19th century private house has been lovingly restored, appointing 9 incredibly beautiful rooms. Exquisite, refined, with suites that make you feel you're lavished with royal treatment. If you ever feel like staying somewhere in Sintra, with a feel of exclusivity, look no further. This is the place to stay in Sintra. This is the perfect retreat. You can indulge in that delectable breakfast every morning with that extraordinary view of Sintra, a panorama you can take in all to yourself. And then spend your idyllic afternoon swimming on the heated pool. Lounge in sunsets with complimentary wine, cheeses and snacks. And take a walk around the vast private woodlands and gardens. The only question I ask myself is this: would I stay here again? I certainly would. I guess I told you how Sintra is so cinematic. I mean, it's practically Indiana Jones, Lord of the Rings, and Game of Thrones all combined. One thing to remember, throughout the centuries, from Stone Age to Roman and Moorish conquests, Sintra, or Suntria, as known in its medieval name, has always been dominated by the mountain range Serra de Sintra, or which the dreamers called the Holy Mountain or the Mountains of the Moon. You'll have a stunning perspective of this mountain range atop Castelo dos Muros, or the Castle of the Moors. This medieval fortification that dates back to the 8th century during the Moorish conquests. Let it be known, the Greeks, the Romans, the Celts were all here in Sintra before the Moors, but perhaps the most fascinating is when the first king of Portugal, Afonso Henriques, conquered this castle in early 12th century during the time of the Crusades. It's no secret Afonso Henriques himself was a Templar king, and Sintra became this enormous, evergreen land of the Templar Knights. The story of Sintra carried on well into the 18th century, the age of Romanticism, and there's no better example than the Palacio De Pena, the Pena Palace. Previously a monastery perched at the top of Sintra's lush mountains, the palace was built as commissioned by King Ferdinando II, or Ferdinand II of Germany's House of Saxe, Coburg and Gotha. It's no wonder this artist king of Portugal was inspired by the concept of Bavaria's Neuschwanstein castle. It's now become the crowning glory of Sintra's romantic peaks. It's perhaps the most colourful palace you'll ever see, fantastically blending romantic, Gothic, Moorish and Manueline, infusing it with German palatial splendour. And speaking of splendour, don't forget to walk around the Palacio De Pena, this incredible 200-hectare grounds that surround the palace.
We are at Quinta Delgalera, one of the most fascinating places in Sintra.
Built in true Templar and Masonic spirit, this luxurious estate was owned by aristocracy and then acquired by the wealthiest man of 19th century Portugal, Antonio Augusto Carvalho Monteiro, who hired the renowned Italian architect Luigi Manini to administer Gothic and Renaissance exuberance through its palace and gardens. Walk around its incredibly unique grounds where mythological, mystical and magical worlds meet. And then get your Pan's Labyrinth experience by culminating with your tour at the Initiation Well, this subterranean tower, and descend in Templar fashion with its tunnels and underground walkways. This place is quite unforgettable. A short ride away is another distinctive jewel in Sintra's crown, Palacio De Monserrat, where the exotic, the romantic and the oriental are headily combined. It's another place with Templar origins and its later reconfiguration, Portugal's Order of the Christ. The wealthy English novelist William Beckford later lived here, and so did another affluent English art dealer and collector, Francis Cook, who became the first Viscount of Montserrat. Now you can lavish around its palace and its exotic gardens worthy of a world of its own. Sintra is so achingly poetic, and because of its place in the nature, you can come here to restore, replenish and retreat in these bucolic mountains of eternal green. But before I finish my trip in Sintra, I wanted to go to the coast of this region where an incredible treat awaits. This is Zenias De Mar. Located in the coastal town of Colares, just right at the Atlantic coast of Sintra. I stopped by at one of the most talked about seafood restaurants in the country, Restaurante Zenias De Mar. I was told this place offers the freshest seafood you can find. Fishes so fresh are caught by local seamen straight from the ocean. Come for lunch, spend the afternoon at the beach with its ocean pool, and stay longer with drinks at the new tiki bar. Then finish off your day with the tastiest dinner with that incredible ocean sunset in front of you. That's exactly what I did, and I wouldn't do it differently. Thanks for watching In the Mood for Sintra. If you like this travel video, hit that like button and click subscribe. You'll definitely see more videos from me. Just so you know, I can help you get in the mood for life.